Hey guys, Diesel here. I'm doing another video on Ravenport. I've changed a lot of things on here, as you can see. Oh, I got nah, I got a knock to my controller. Okay, gonna go inside see if it's a little quieter. Not really. It won't get quieter until the rain goes away. But basically, um, oh, that works. Cleaned it. Oh. Um. Anyways, I moved my farm over here now. From the last video, I don't have hardly anything over here, but I do have a handful of machines over here, which I'll get to that here in a little bit. Basically, this is kind of a kickstart of the series again. Honestly, because well, I just wanted to kind of get back onto this farm, onto this map, and everything. Especially since Seasons is out, which I do have equipped in this series, or now in this series, is Seasons. What is that? Huh, that's weird. Anyways, and so coming with Seasons, as you can see here, I have just cultivated, I had subsoiled these fields here, which is basically cultivating, plowing and cultivating at the same time. And as you can see, a new thing with Seasons is patches of weeds that come up in the field. Instead of the whole field getting weeds, it just gets patches of weeds. And also too, to let you guys know, I'm not doing lime. After doing so much lime and stuff on Midwest Horizons, I decided I'm not going to do lime no more. So, but as you can see here, I've subsoiled this field, and there's a little bit of patch of weeds coming up now in that field. So it's just random. Uh, so trying to think, but as you can see here, let me see if I can get my mouse here. Here we go. So basically, see, it's still everything the same as what I was doing before in past videos. It's on the same map and everything. I just moved. So, as right now, where I've been doing the move and everything, I didn't want to really do much of much of the I don't know why it does that, but I haven't done much of. Oh Lord, that is icy. That is slick. But I haven't done much of anything farming wise. Like I said, I've gotten my. Oh, kidding me? I've gotten my fields ready and everything, so we're gonna lift the back up here. Alright. Alright guys, so we're gonna push some snow out of the yard here. Pretty cool. Awesome. First time dealing with snow. Yeah, it's been around 33 degrees all night. So it kind of did we did kind of get some precipitation throughout the night and everything. So we're just kind of going through and clearing the yard here. As you can see in the mirrors, we're clearing out a pretty good bit. So we're just going to kind of push this down here. Alright, let me do that. Also too, if you can tell, this mod is actually in the plow and the salt thing on the back is actually in the mod hub for you, anyone who's wondering. Say we can use this to put down salt to do a bigger amount. So pretty cool. But yeah, so we are in early spring. I got everything set on. I got the days set on 18 days, I think. 18 days per season. So we're gonna try to get the road here taken care of. So that way I can go in and out of my farm. But so yeah, I got 16-day season or 18-day seasons. I'm sorry. And so right now we're only on day 4 of spring. Still early spring. So we're gonna come right here and we're gonna turn that off. So but I literally just, all I did was sleep and then basically saved and exited. Whenever I saved and exit, there wasn't no snow on the ground, so it all happened within saving and coming back into it. So, but as you can see, putting down the road salt is doing a very good job. You got to kind of just stay lined up beside where you already been. So, but yeah, so I figured I'll do this map again. I know I haven't really touched much on this map at all. So I just want to do something with seasons, so that way I can kind of get used to seasons again. Because in 17, you know, I did play seasons a lot on 17. So okay. That ain't working. Okay, I guess I don't want to. Okay. Anyway, just trying to see if I can get the front blade to turn, but I'll have to do it like that. I'm curious, since I have to hold both, can I? Nope, that still didn't work. Okay, something worked on that. That's wrong. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's cool. Alright, I figured it out now. So, but, we're going to go down through here. We're going to just kind of scrape some of the snow out of the way. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to doing some seasons on here. That's the reason why I just kind of decided I'd go back to this and everything. So, but see, I haven't really been able to do anything much because of it being so cold. The ground temp has literally been between 37 and 39 degrees. So I'm going to try to get this pushed over here. But yeah, so I'm going to try and push this over. But so I'm pretty excited about seasons being out and everything finally. So probably what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is I'm going to get some more salt put in here. That way we can use more of the salt, road salt. I got a truckload of it up here, so just trying to kind of, there we go. So we're empty now. I need to, let me turn the blade here. Okay, it's turned. So what I'm gonna do, actually let me kind of even that up. There we go. Oh, wrong button. There you go. So now we could just push this out of the way. I was hoping my wood chips and stuff wouldn't get affected in there, but it looks like that's not a good shed to use in seasons, or it needs to be updated, one of the two. So, but what I'm going to do right now, since we can't really do nothing and we actually got all this snow overnight, we're just going to kind of clear out some of the snow here. And also too, I've actually been trying to get used to playing my game time a little faster than I normally do, which is most of the time real life time speed. So I've kind of bumped it up to like 15 times 15. So that way I can basically kind of get almost a whole game day done in a video maybe. So, but that should be good enough for now. What I'm gonna do is good thing I did what I did yesterday, because, or previous in-game day, because I basically was getting all the fields plowed and prepped and ready and everything like that, and so, but so yeah, what we're gonna do is good thing I got some extra pallets of the road salt out off of the trailer before the snow and everything came, because I really don't want to get that whole trailer out and wet. So we're just gonna let that empty out there, and that little salt spreader will hold, I think, 2,000 liters, I do believe, or 1,500 liters, something like that. So we'll see. There we go. So yeah, but I'll show you some more things on the seasons and everything like that. So I don't think this other pallet will fit. Nope. So, okay. We'll just set this other pallet back in here. We'll just keep the front end loader attached, or kind of up to it. So, alright, we're going to jump back in here. To show you guys some things about seasons, which there are some things, let me, so that way I won't be obstructed by the noise of the motor. As you can see right here, it's got the regular seasons calendar on it. You know, your greens for your planting, your yellows for your harvest. And then you got your temperatures of what would be the perfect ground, or right ground temperature to start planting. As you can see, I'm getting ready to do wheat. Now, if I remember correctly, we've already done wheat on this series. But since we're using seasons and everything, I was kind of wanting to start over again. So we're going to plant in all of our fields wheat. So we got to wait until it's 41 degrees ground temperature. And we have until late spring, the 18th day of late spring, to get that done. Also too, with the Geo, which I know a lot of you guys on the 17 FS17 with seasons, you've seen a lot of these geo mods come out and everything to be downloaded. Um, that's basically what I'm talking about. The basic geo for seasons, that where it covers the base maps, is, from what I heard, is based in the United Kingdom, the UK. So basically there ain't no growth thing for cotton or sugarcane, which the cotton really disappoints me because, I mean, we just had the John Deere DLC, cotton DLC come out. So, um, I am going to experiment with that. I don't know if I'll do it on screen or not, but I'll probably just plant one field of cotton at some point. Probably not this current year that we're in game, but maybe the next year. So I plan on doing that. And also too, just to show you guys, I want to leave the beacons on. Oh, don't tell me all these sheds have got grass in them. Or not grass, but snow, yes. That sucks. So, all of these, I mean, they're technically still keeping the tractors and everything out of the elements, but it's not like the normal giant sheds like this. But, so anyways, and the fields here, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Or I could just go to this. Basically this field here, this field, and this field, I still own down here, where this is where the farm used to be, if you guys remember. Used to have all sorts of stuff in here. I just got to thinking, you know, because I did add on the John Deere DLC of the cotton picker and everything like that. So, I mean, I got to thinking, you know, okay, this area is too small to house all this equipment. And I got to thinking, yeah, okay, in Midwest Horizons, I took up a couple fields for my yard. So why couldn't I do that on here? I mean, yeah, it's going to take away some fields, but I'm not going to sell as many fields as I've done before on this map. Like before, whenever I moved my farm to right up above field 6, past the sawmill, I got rid of 17, 16, 15, 14, 18, 20 through 23. I got rid of all them fields and had everything from 13, 12, 8, 11 up. So on here, and I can't remember if I sold the starting fields down here where we're currently at right now. But, so what I'm going to do in these fields is I'm going to plant poplars. We're going to plant poplars whenever the ground temperature gets right. Now, if you look at the chart here, go down to poplar, which is basically right where my mouse is, right here. It's got to have 41 degrees Fahrenheit ground temperature as well. So, but we can plant anytime between now and late autumn, and we can harvest between now and late winter, or whenever we want to. The reason why I'm choosing poplar is, I don't know if you guys remember the big pile of wood chips we had sitting here. Well, I got that all up. I sold one trailer, and then I got to thinking, wait, I'm in seasons now, so wouldn't wood chips be more valuable in the winter? And so that got me thinking, okay, I want to check that, because they also have that too on here, which I'll get to in just a second. As you can see, it's the third tab over from this tab. Here's the weather calendar, or the weather forecast. As you can see today, for right now, it's going to be 90% from between 9 and 12. 60% chance of rain at 3 o'clock or 1500 hours military time, and then 30% chance at 1800 hours, which is I do believe 6 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock and midnight, there's not going to be much, and then there's a possible chance of some snow tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. There's a 60% chance. So, but as you can see on the very bottom right corner, forecast uncertainty increases with time. So, but it also shows you wind speeds. It shows you the precipitation amounts in millimeters, which I'm not sure what totals up to be. Then you have your minimum temperature, average temperature, and maximum temperature. So like say today, the max temperature for today looks like it's going to be about 37 degrees. The average temperature be about 36, 37. The minimum temperature, if you look, basically 33 degrees. So just above freezing. But our coldest day looks to be Wednesday. But it's also our warmest day. So we'll have to wait and see. And where it says today, we are in day 4 of early spring. Wednesday's day 5. Thursday's day 6. Friday's 7. Saturday 8. So starting Friday, we're actually going to start getting into spring weather, which will be good because then we can start planting our crops. That's what I'm waiting on right now. And then also there's crop info, there's frost resistance and drought resistance now for your crop. So you can't just go and plant whenever like you could in 17. Like if it's too cold for the ground temperature and you can still plant and everything, it'll still grow. So I have to look at all that and everything now. So, and here is where I was talking about the economy. When's the best time to sell what crop? Of course, for the most part, I'm going to just kind of zoom down here. Sunflowers are only different ones, and soybeans. Corns may be different. Potatoes, I don't do root crops. Now cotton, that's big. Sugarcane, on this map I don't really do sugarcane much. Now, the patio, I'll do the sugarcane knit, and Durango, I'll probably do sugarcane and knit, but yeah. If you look, here's the egg chart, the wool, milk, really, really high in winter. But for the most part, everything is really high, as you can see in at the very last bit of early winter, midwinter time frame. Is basically, this one's the only different one, canola. About towards the end, towards the end of autumn, early winter, late autumn, early winter. This one, sunflowers, basically about mid-spring is where the peak is, and late winter. Soybeans, early summer is where its highest peak is. Corn, same for it on one spot, and then also right at the center point of early to midwinter. Potatoes midwinter, sugar beet midwinter. Now look at cotton. Look how steady cotton is throughout the whole year. Right at late winter is when it's the highest. But, I mean, throughout the whole year, I mean, it only ducks down a little bit. But other than that, that's the reason why I want to experiment with cotton on seasons right now on this map as well. Is because I want to plant cotton in one of my fields. Then, what I plan on doing is seeing, okay, once I get this ground temperature to where I can plant cotton, I'm going to plant it, see how it does, see if it fully gets grown by mid-autumn, I'm hoping, because that's right around where you harvest most of your crops. Between early and mid-autumn is basically the time frame. We'll go back and check before I leave here. And so I want to see if the cotton will actually grow with the seasons model. And you see if you can continue doing the cotton stuff. So that's what I want to experiment. Now eggs and milk, we need to get into those because I have 2 egg pens and 2 cow pens as well. That I basically got an extra cow pen and an extra chicken coop from whenever we were over here in this old farm. So, I mean, if you look at it, late autumn is basically the best time to sell. So, for eggs. Now, milk, once early autumn hits, there's a little bit of a dip, but then it goes back up high again through midwinter on. So, now here's the wood chips. Now, I mean, yeah, okay, there's not cold temperatures basically mid-spring on till winter starts, or somewhere about mid-autumn. As you can see, from mid-spring it's about 145, then it ducks down to the lowest point, which is the midsummer, below 97. In between, or it's about 3/4 in between 97 and 48. And then look at it. Once early, or well, actually late summer starts coming, and early autumn gets here, the price for it skyrockets. Basically, right at the midterm, or right at the changing from early autumn to early winter, midwinter, is where the highest price is. That's the reason why. Oh, silage is high all the way. Ooh, could make a good bit of money off of that. But you know, that's the reason why. I'm not going to get. I don't know how to operate this fully. I've watched videos on it and everything. I still don't understand how to do it. So I'm not going to do that on this map video. But here is your settings. There's Fahrenheit, Celsius, seasons introductions, season length. You can go up to 24 days is the max amount of days, and 3 days is the lowest. And I got mine set on 18. Then there's crop moisture, snow tracks, and snow mode. So, but as you can go back to here, see, cotton needs 64 degrees ground temperature. So I'm thinking probably very, very late autumn would be a good time to plant that. But as you can see, poplar needs 41. And basically you can harvest it any time of the season. So, poplar, which I've actually kind of looked here. Wait, do I still got that on 15? Yeah, I'm going to kind of just bump that down to 5 there. But, I went over to the information page and I looked at, wood chips. You can harvest poplars with the help of a forage harvester and a special header in conjunction with a trailer to obtain a plethora of wood chips. I don't know how you pronounce that. So, instead of planting actual trees and having to wait on the trees to grow and everything, just grow poplar in these extra fields that I got right here, 19, 24, 25, 26, which of course field 24, 25, as y'all can remember, are plowed together. So, that's basically one big field, and 26. So we're going to do that, and we're going to use this forage harvester here with this header and that trailer to produce wood chips. That's why when you guys, I don't know if you guys notice, that's why all the wood chips are here. It's for the simple fact that I'm saving it for winter time. That way we can make a big profit off of the wood chips. So, with that being said, I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to. So, alright, we're going to kind of pull out right here. We'll go ahead and turn it on. We're going to kind of follow my trail that I plowed out earlier. So, I don't know how it's doing back there. Yeah, it's not going to do the big pile, but if you're just driving on normal snow, like right here, it'll basically take care of the snow. So, oh, bumpy, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, but yeah, I've really kind of been looking forward to using seasons. So, but what I'm going to do right now is we're going to spread the salt all the way up through here. So But yeah, so I'm really excited about it and everything. I was really looking forward to actually producing this video for you guys, because like I said, I haven't played on here in a long time. I haven't played on this map since the last video, honestly, and whatnot. So, but it looks like the rain's kind of clearing up a little bit, so which is a good thing. So, alright, we got that done. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of get along the edge of the road here. So, but yeah, so I basically got all this set up real nice and everything. I'm really enjoying it. So, but yeah, so we're gonna come down here and get all of this taken care of. Get this little section here. So, but yeah, and that's another reason why I bought this tractor specifically, is to have it do the road work. So, basically we can clear off anything with snow with it and everything like that. Now Midwest Horizons, there has not been an announcement from Texar about Midwest seasons yet, which I'm very excited about, to see that big of a map, you know, just having the snow face and everything like that, snow mass, which actually I did do a blank, save to see how everything works on Midwest, and it's actually pretty weird. It basically puts the snow on the ground like this, but you can't do nothing with it, so it's kind of pointless. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plow this little bit here, because that way we can clear off the road. And another reason why I got these barriers up that you've been seeing at the entrances and everything to the farm is in case of the snow. Because, you know, if it wasn't for me having that right there, I wouldn't know where, the corner of the yard would be. So, but yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to kind of plow this over a little bit down through here. I'm not going to try to go too fast. That way we can get the best work out of this plow. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. I was really looking forward to the winter stuff. So, but this is not winter. We are in early spring. But it's just still so cold and everything, and you know, the full spring weather hasn't got here yet. So, we'll probably end up having to get a front end loader shovel and shovel this snow up down there at least. But what we're going to do is we're going to come back up here. We're going to come back down, plow it again, and you know, just try to get the clean path of roadway cleared at least. So, since I've already got a pile here. But yeah, so with me having seasons in now on this series, and you know, as you guys know, I can't do editing much at all. I don't know how to do any of it. So, but I will try my best to, you know, at least keep content on here and everything, keep everything contented, I guess you could call it. Oh, distance under. I made the heck of speed bumps. But yeah, so there's gonna be times that there is really nothing to do, but you know, upkeep the animals and everything like that. Whenever I buy the animals, and so, and especially whenever winter gets here, we'll have to do this. Now, with me starting on poplar, I just want you guys to know this. With me starting on poplar, I'm not going to harvest poplar until probably late autumn is whenever I plan on doing poplar harvest. So that way we can have basically poplar or wood chips ready to go to be sold whenever full-fledged winter gets here. So but yeah, so we just gotta wait for the right ground temperature. As you can see on top, also I didn't go over the new tab, or the new top tab thing for seasons. As you can see right now it's raining. It's going to be cloudy later. So and then the symbol between the weather and the temperature, basically it means that there's going to be crop damage and everything like that. I want to go in here. I want to go to the map here. Let me get my controller real quick. We're going to go over to growth. Yeah, see a little bit right here. That's grown a little bit more. Germination failed. So basically, if germination failed, okay, let me see. Was it field 23? No, 22. Okay. So on this far side here, there's actually weeds right here as well. This little patch. But basically, I think basically right where I was at. Let's look at soil compact. Yeah, it's a little ways up from the weeds. So basically right in here. So basically there will be a patch of nothing growing right here in this farmer's field, because he decided to go ahead and attempt to plant the crop whenever the ground temperature wasn't right and everything. So that's what you risk. I mean, you can plant whenever, but if your crop does not germinate, it will not plant. It will not plant, basically. So that's something you do risk running over or running into if you're not careful with how you do your planting and everything on seasons. So it's basically a lot more realistic than previous version on 17. So yeah, but see, at least with me doing this right here, it basically give me a lot of extra work to do, a lot of extra stuff to do, instead of, okay, I can't plow, I can't see my fields, I can't do this and that in my fields, and animals don't need nothing, what do I need to do, what else can I do? Doing stuff like this, to me, yeah, it seems time consuming and everything, but it's pretty cool to see, because we finally got seasons after how many months, which actually I think I've come to realize that seasons has actually come out earlier than it did for 17, so, which is cool. So hopefully we can have more time playing with it and everything than what we did in the previous versions. But also too, I'm hoping that means that, possibly we could end up seeing seasons in the game at some point, from how fast they released it and everything. Maybe they could collaborate with Giants and put seasons mod, or make it permanent in the game. Because I know so many people ask Giants to do that. And that's been the number one thing, I think it's been the number one thing requested in the game for the last few years, or at least the last couple games. So, which, I mean, I like it. I mean, it makes the game more complicated, makes you think more. So, me personally, I like it. But it does add on a lot more of a headache for certain things into the game. like dealing with patches of weed. So basically it'd be best to spray the field first before you seed and everything like that with pesticide, or as soon as you seed, spray it with pesticide and everything like that. So, but and that's another thing too. Um, let's see, here we are. And in a later video, I'll explain the truck and the loading dock in a later video. So, but another new thing about this. What is the wind speed right now? Wow. I wonder if I can convert that. So I got a converting app on my phone that it comes in very handy. So that's what meter sec ms. Yeah. So let's do 12.8. 12.8. 28 mile an hour winds right now in my game, or in the game. So that explains why that is spinning so fast right now. That is insane. I bet you that thing's producing a lot of electricity. But if you come into the animal dealers, it's like this for every animal. It shows how old they are, how heavy they are. I think this is a dairy cow, and this is a dairy cow. I think that's a beef cow, and that's a beef cow. So, but of course, I'm going to get these because I'd rather do dairy instead of, I'd rather have a dairy cow than, you know, breed cows and have cows for, you know, going to the slaughterhouse and stuff. So that's just me and everything. So, but yeah, this is all of my animal vehicles and stuff for over here. That is something that I've done different though. As you can see as well, is basically I used to whenever I changed up my farm last time I played on here on the first save that I done before I even done the videos on this, I had my animals all right here on this field. But since I'm only doing 2 cows and 2 chicken pens, I was actually able to space it all in this little valley, I guess you can say. And so, I mean, there's a little bit onto this field right here, but that's all grass. So if I need any grass for the cows and stuff, I can just go right through there and mow the grass. So, but, you know, I'm pretty excited about all this. You know, it's new stuff. Like, I'm also excited. I don't use class that much. I don't use mods for class much. But I am kind of excited about the Platinum DLC that's going to be coming out in a few months' time. So it's going to be really cool. But yeah, they, which I think everybody kind of figured they were going to bring class into the game for the simple fact of, you know, them having the FarmCon at the class headquarters. So yeah, so pretty cool. And it'd be cool to see people's reaction at FarmCon about it. But I mean, you kind of figure, okay, they're going to have this big FarmCon thing that they always do every year at class headquarters. Does that mean, you know, that should mean something? So oh man, didn't want to tip that over. Now those barriers, I don't know how to retip, you know, tip them back over whenever I tip them over by accident. I don't know how to do that, so I'll have to figure that out myself later on. But so yeah, so I know I ain't really done much in this video. It's mainly been me pushing snow, which is actually pretty cool though, if you think about it. You know, because I'm excited about it, you know, having the snow and everything, but I didn't anticipate on having the snow right now. I've been kind of keeping an eye on the weather on here, but you know, I haven't really anticipated there to be snow right now. But there has been snow. I think some of it might be melting right now as I'm pushing it and everything. So, and there goes another one. I'll probably just end up having to get a paddle fork and pushing them up from the top. But because I mean the sun's starting to come out a little bit, but it ain't a lot of sun. So. So we're gonna lift that up. I'm just gonna kind of push this over there. I'm trying to get the piles out so that way I don't have to go over them as bumps whenever I go out of the yard. Like I said, we'll probably have to come and get the front end loader, kind of push it over. So I'm gonna tilt the blade that way. But so yeah, I'm probably gonna leave the video here, guys. I know it ain't really much, but you know, it's something new on this series, on my video series that I tried to do on this map. But you know, we'll do some more on this for sure. But yeah, so. But it's pretty cool. I'm happy about having seasons into the game now and everything. So it's just gonna be cool to see that. So, but yeah, we're gonna have to get the front end loader down here with this bucket to I'll basically get that bit there. So, but with that, guys, I'm gonna leave it here, right next to a big snow pile in our JCB. But so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I do plan on doing some more videos on here as well, and so keep an eye out for that. I will be keeping seasons on this series as well, and whenever seasons version of Midwest Horizons comes out, I will definitely get it, and we'll have seasons in there as well. And so I need to get on there and let the barley grow and everything. I still got a few fields left to plant, so yeah, I don't know. Adding seasons into it might be pushed back a little bit. So, but for that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I know I ain't really done much in this video, like I said, but it's pretty cool to be able to see some new things that come in from the mod hub, including seasons and including this plow pack, which you can get both of these in the mod hub. So, but until next time, guys, happy farming.